Hey guys, what's up? This is Bharat, and today we're going to be unboxing and taking our first look at the new Samsung Galaxy on Next. Let's get started. The phone's just been launched in India and it comes in for a price of Rs 18,490. The box, on the other hand, has an MRP of 19,400. A couple of things on the back: you do get 4G LTE, the stock of a 64-bit octa-core processor, 3GB of RAM. We've got 32GB of onboard storage and a bunch of other things that it mentions, but let's go on ahead inside and check out what all is inside the box. So the first thing inside the box is the Samsung Galaxy on Next. It looks pretty sleek and it feels pretty sleek, but I'm going to put it to the side for the time being and I'm going to go further in. Inside the box, you will also get a USB wall charger. This is a pretty standard charger and a lot of Samsung devices have this charger. You'll also get a USB to micro USB cable. I just, for the life of me, cannot understand why they cannot make a USB Type-C standard for all their devices. You'll also get some pretty shoddy earphones. They're not the best. They're pretty plasticky. And an inline button to send in calls along with the microphone. You'll also get a SIM ejector tool, some documentation and SAR information. And that is everything from the box. Now it's time to take a look at the device. I'm going to get rid of this plastic real quick. The phone feels really sleek in the hand and is about 8mm in terms of thickness. It also gets a weight of 167 grams. It does not feel overly heavy in your hand. If you do a quick one-over with the device, you get a front-facing 8-megapixel camera with an f1.9 aperture. You'll also get a bunch of sensors and the earpiece along with the Samsung logo up top. The display is a 1920 by 1080p 5.5-inch display. Below that, you'll see the home button, which also doubles up as the fingerprint sensor, which is flanked on either side by multitasking and back buttons. At the bottom of the device, you will find the main microphone, the micro USB charging port, and the 3.5mm headphone jack. Over to the right, you will find yourself with the power button, and the main speaker seems to be an ideal location. There's nothing on the top of the device, and on the left is where your volume rockers are. Your SIM1 tray sits separate from the SIM2 and micro SD card tray. It is not a hybrid tray, so you can put all three things inside the phone together. On the back sits the main 13-megapixel camera with an f1.9 aperture, full HD 1080p videos at 30 frames per second, which is quite a shame since 4K video is easily available in this price bracket. Inside, you get a Samsung Exynos 7870 chipset. It gives you 8 Cortex A53 CPUs which run at 1.59 GHz. You also get 3GB of RAM and 32GB of storage. You can put in a card of up to 256GB, and in terms of battery, the phone gets a 3300 mAh battery. The phone has a very rounded off design from the back. You get an aluminum unibody, but the top and bottom bits are plastic. In fact, this phone looks quite identical to the HTC One A9 that we've reviewed in the past, and here's a quick look at that. And you can see even the colors on that match. The phone is of course going to be available in a gold color and this gray color that I have in front of me. Both of them look pretty good. So the phone is running Android 6.0.1 out of the box, and you will get Samsung's own layer of TouchWiz. The user interface seems really fast and responsive. The interesting thing is, when I was setting up the device, I got an email saying that I have logged into my email from a Samsung Galaxy J7 Prime. So was this phone supposed to be a J7 Prime? Or did they just use the same hardware and make another phone and forgot to change the identifier? Who knows, but Samsung better fix that, just saying. The UI is pretty fast and responsive. Again, it's pretty Samsung-like. Over at the left is where your Flipboard app is. It updates all the latest news and information from around the world. You can of course customize this according to your requirements. There's not a lot of apps that are preloaded, but you do get an Opera Max browser, and you also get Microsoft apps along with some Samsung apps, which you can disable if you want, but you cannot delete them. You also have something called USB backup that allows you to take a backup of your personal data on an external storage device. You will need an OTG cable to do that. It is not supplied inside the box. Overall, the phone seems really fast and responsive. The browser runs really well. The camera is also pretty good. We took it for a quick test drive. It seems that in low light conditions, the camera performs really well. You get really sharp focusing capabilities on this camera. It's got an f1.9 aperture. So you'll see that even in low light situations, the camera doesn't struggle to get your subject properly. I've never really played around with Samsung filters, but I tried the negative filter on Batman over here, and I found that the image was so interesting that it makes for an interesting wallpaper. I'll leave a link to download this wallpaper in the description below, so in case any of you are interested in getting this wallpaper for yourself, you can hit that link and download the wallpaper. Also, the display is pretty fantastic. It's got great colors and excellent viewing angles, and the brightness seems to be on point as well. If you jump into settings for display, you'll find that there's an outdoor mode that will boost up your brightness for about 15 minutes. So in case you're outdoors, you can really pump up the brightness to see what's on your screen. It works really well. We took it for a test run and it looks pretty all right. Overall, we find that aesthetically the phone looks really pleasing. It feels really comfortable in the hand. It's slightly slippery, especially this gray matte color. It's pretty well rounded off and it looks very, very premium compared to many of the other devices that Samsung has put out in the recent past. However, for 18,490 rupees, we're not too sure what Samsung is trying to achieve with this device. It seems fairly expensive for the price bracket. There are a bunch of other devices with Snapdragon 820 available for around this price bracket. Even Xiaomi's Mi 5 was recently on sale. So you'll have to make your decisions very carefully. You do have a really nice big display. It's really bright and vivid. This black color, I'm really liking the stealth look on this. However, it does have a gray finish on the back. The front black looks really nice and premium. The overall device feels really great in your hand. But in terms of hardware, it's really lacking behind. You do get really good cameras, but for 18,490 rupees, we feel that the device is slightly overpriced. What do you think, guys? Leave your comments in the comment section below. If you have anything specific you'd like us to cover in the next video, do leave that in the comment section below as well. As always, if you like this video, go smash in on that like button. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and also hit that subscribe button. It is absolutely free, and you get all our latest videos in your inbox. This has been Bharat Nagpal, guys. Make sure you hit iGyaan.in, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.